salted caramel pretzel cluster things. I open it up, and all that's left are scraps of pretzels. Those little bitches. They rat fucked the entire bag.
They got the whole damn thing before you got to it. Well, you know what? You know the only thing that'll make that better? Is that the end times are nigh, or so they say. But tonight, the Empire endures longer than Mike's bag of pretzels. Welcome to the Grimdark Chronicles, our playthrough of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition and the hallowed and historic Enemy Within campaign. I'm your GM, Brad, joined by Justin playing Berkey, Eric playing Otto, Alex playing Luca, Kyle playing Sigmund, and Mike playing Krappa. And this entire endeavor is brought to you by our neighbors to the north from darkforgemedia.com. They, unlike Mike's daughters, know the expression of longevity and creating something that lasts and not eating an entire bag of pretzels in under 5 sittings. But with that, they created our entire intro video. Go show them some love, just like they showed us some love, and like Mike's daughters showed some love to that bag of pretzels before poor Mike got to them.
Damn.
In addition to that, if you, like me, have a problem with dice, BaronofDice.com has supported Dead Sons Company. Head over there, use the code DeadSons at checkout to get 5% off your order. We don't get anything. Y'all get a discount. It's a great win-win. Enjoy it. They're great dice. They do really well. Maybe I get to kill somebody with them. We'll find out. But with that, let's get into what happened last time in the Empire.
You don't have a problem with dice, Brad. You have a problem with dice like dwarves have a problem with drinking.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
I fall down. No problem. Last time on the Grimdark Chronicles, you guys made your way from the Half Measure Inn, where some of you had been partying it up with some halflings and humans, back to the Schaffenfest grounds. And in doing so, actually before that even, Luca, you began to tell a tale about your old friend Wolfheart and his luck. And you got your loot, you got a coin purse, a dagger, and crossbow, all taken from you by the halflings, but they all gave it back eventually.
Sure did.
As you began to make your way out of the inn, you made your way back to the Schaffenfest, and you found animals charging down the main thoroughfare. A whole, you had steers, you had boars, you had sheep running down this main road. And they were being chased by a weird, 3-legged, green creature that looked like a goblin. You all took off after it, chasing it through the Schaffenfest until it dove into a little sewer grate underneath the wall. Making your way back to the Schaffenfest grounds, back to the main hall tent, for lack of a better word, you met with Richter and you met with Dr. Malthusius, and you were offered a chance to decide on if you wanted to help out with recovering the goblin. Alive or dead. Alive, meaning that Malthusius will pay you 5 gold and Richter will pay you 1. Dead, meaning Malthusius will pay you no gold because he needs that goblin for his livelihood. But Richter will still pay you 1 gold from the town. And as we left off last time, I think my exact words were, you guys have time to think about what you want to do until next time. So gentlemen, the 5 of you are standing in this tent. It is evening at the Schaffenfest. You have been offered a chance for some employment and some coin. And at that, I turn it over to the 5 of you to decide, what do you want to do?
Well, shit. I didn't think about it at all.
We going in the sewers?
I would assume, yeah, probably. I think I was trying to negotiate something random. I can't remember what it was.
You were trying to make me give you more coin, and they basically said, yeah, if you don't want the job, somebody else will take it.
I was trying to get an upfront fee of some kind. Yeah. That's what I was trying to do. You were trying to get an upfront fee. You tried to increase the fee.
Someone else taking it sounds fine to me.
There is evil afoot in the sewers. We must go there.
And this is why I love having a warrior priest in the group.
We do need torches and lanterns and shit, but...
You know, it honors the gods. It's just the same, whether you kill it or I kill it. I'm just saying.
I honor it more if I kill it.
Yes, I don't really want to go in the sewers, but if we're going, I'll carry a torch.
I'll be in the back carrying a torch. Or at least...
We have torch bearers. Sounds great.
Do you guys actually have torches? The back is it's in front of me. So
he's got a front butt.
Krappa is nothing if not vast.
Krappa is nothing if not vast.
I think we're going, but we should swing by a store. I want to see how much a proper lantern is.
Depends on the type of lantern you want to get.
It does depend on the type of lantern. So
this storm lantern's at 1 gold crown, I think.
Yes, correct. With the Schaffenfest being in full tilt, lanterns are unfortunately a little bit of a commodity. Not because they're hard to acquire, but because everyone who showed up into town and wanted one bought them. So supply and demand has driven them. Just like everything else with the Schaffenfest, they're going to be 2 times their normal cost.
2 times? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's everything at the Schaffenfest has been 2 times unless it was an easily acquired
It was
item.
1.
You're telling us 1.2.
I have specific notes that are not 2 times.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The majority of things are 1.5. Lanterns and actually just lanterns and most herbs are 2 times. Everything else was 1.5, I believe. So I do apologize for that misspeak there. But yes, lanterns, not torches, 2 times. Torches, 1 time.
Sounds like you're getting some back payoff of some of these vendors here, Brad.
Hey, you know what? If they want to chip in a little bit,
kickbacks. Hey,
I've
bud?
told all 5 of you I accept bribes as a game master.
You're muted, Mike.
Yeah. It was a smart ass comment. It's all good.
I'm really sad I missed
I'm even
it.
more sad that you were muted then. Come on.
Right.
All right, so
Yeah, we were at 1.15 was the...
1.15 is... Yeah,
that's what
because
you
you
told
guys
us.
had negotiated it down with the haggles, yes. However, lanterns are going to stay at the 2, as are most herbs, and even, Eric, you found out as Wolfheart some of the potions. So if you look at...
I definitely did not do 2.
Brad doesn't want us to have lanterns, apparently.
I
do
know it
want you to
just
have
says
lanterns.
2 times cost for anything relating to the sewers that the party wants to buy.
Yeah.
That's a good note. That's a good
That's
note.
the one.
What page are lanterns even on? Let's see. Miscellaneous.
They're in
trust.
308.
Here we go.
Regular
so a lantern,
lanterns are
a
12.
lantern is going to be 12 silver. That's not even.
Yeah.
It's not quite.
What?
12 silver is normal for a lantern. 2 times
Yeah.
would make it over a
2
gold.
time would make it a crown. So what we'll say is,
brother.
Storm
Yuck.
lantern's a gold all by itself, just
Yep.
normal price.
So we will say that both lanterns and storm lanterns have been a bit picked over by other groups and entities who wanted some. They will, rather than being 2 times, they will, given your prior haggle, drop down to 1.5 time.
Technologia.
Oh, I have 3 silver, so that's not going to be much help.
Little out of your budget.
How flush are we right now, guys? Because I have 20 silver, but
Yeah, I have
I don't
It's
think
like
you're that flush without Wolfheart, guys.
14 silver.
I only have 2.
okay.
I just made it.
25 silver, 1 crown, and 8 pennies.
Oh, you got a crown. Look at you.
Okay, so hang on. So we got
Rich
1
boy.
crown 25 for Sigmund. Luca, you had 2.
I have 2 silver, yes.
So 1 crown 27.
And I'm going to see the fortune teller, so.
I have
So no
4
silver.
silver. I have 14
You got 4,
silver.
so that puts us at 1 crown 31, which is actually 2 crown and 11. Berkey?
At 20 silver and 12.
So 3 crown
12 brass.
11. So 3 crown 11, and then Otto has 2 more or 4 more?
3 more.
3 more. So you
3
guys,
silver.
amongst the party, you are down without Wolfheart to 3 crown 14 silver, which is still a lot of money for your tiers. It's just
Not
not
bad.
Wolfheart money.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate that the lantern, the basic lantern, is going to be like 18
Yes.
silver,
What?
right?
This
Yeah.
man wants us to go into the sewers. Perhaps he has a lantern. Would it? Maybe he won't give us gold.
True.
Maybe he will give us a
So
lantern.
great point, Luca. The magistrate.
Oh, thank you. Who is
And-
talking to me?
The magister has offered actually a handful of torches, one for each of you. They do not have a lantern to spare. They will give you torches.
All right, torches it is.
I say torches, yeah.
It's not a bad deal.
Yeah.
Lanterns are fancy, but a torch will get you there.
That's a big investment for what we're trying to do right now. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
I do just want to point out, torches aren't even an item in the book.
No,
We have candles?
No, I don't see them.
In the 40th millennium, there's candles? Why is this still the thing? Okay.
But yeah. How many torches do we get?
5, 1 each. Everybody can have a torch in a hand if they wish.
I will definitely take one.
Okay, so quick note for everyone. Just because I'm going to throw this out here now before any dice get thrown around or things happen. If you have a torch in your offhand, you can still have a shield strapped to your arm. I'll say that.
I'm more of just going to take mine to go with us, but that was going to be my follow-up question. Who has a way to light it?
I do.
I've got a
I
tinder
do.
box.
I've got some matches and a tinderbox.
Because I'm not going to light mine. I'm just going to save it for later.
Okay.
Realistically, we probably only need to light 3 of them in case something happens to a couple. We can light them later. or something.
So are these going to provide illumination at the standard for a lantern at 20 yards, or are they going less?
It'll be 20 yards, yeah.
Okay.
It's just not directional, so it's 20 yards in all circles. All
lanterns aren't directional
directions.
either, but I was just making sure it was the same amount of light. I assumed
Same amount of light.
Benefit of a lantern was it's protected from the elements a little bit.
Protected from the elements, and then if you were to buy a storm lantern, you could shutter and create the angle, yes.
Right, yeah. Okay. Which would be nice.
Okay. So with it
To
being...
the sewers.
I was going to say, the magistrate and others have basically said, like, hey, we know it's late, but...
Wait, we got things off of Wolhart, and you said things that he was wearing.
The storm lantern was crushed, if that's what
Storm
you're going
lantern was
for.
crushed flat.
Was it
that
crushed?
was the
Okay.
one item that didn't make it.
Hold on.
Everything else is considered damaged and needs repaired.
Okay, I couldn't remember if that was one of the things that was damaged.
How convenient.
I have a question here.
So,
And forgive me if this has already been covered, but I don't think it has. We're going to get a creature that is clearly of some sort of chaos, taint, mutated, whatever, greenskin little fella. Are we getting any sort of writ or anything from this guy saying we can be in possession of this thing?
great question. Last episode, we went through all of that. You have a writ of notice from the magistrate sitting, I believe, with either Sigmund or Otto, one of the two, that gives you the leave.
Okay,
to
yeah,
Sigmund.
yeah, okay.
It's always
It
with
gives
our
you
lawyer.
leave to basically go almost anywhere. No, that's okay. It's been a bit since we played.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Makes
you guys
sense to
have
do
that
with the
writ.
lawyer.
Yep. And you had Berkey basically look at it and vouch for it to say, like, yes, that's going to get us. I think your exact words, Justin, for Berkey were, it basically lets you do whatever you want as long as you don't break the law.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
Just how it works. We're not protected that much, but we're protected
No.
enough as long as we don't get caught.
Exactly. All right. So the five of you have torches. Are you all going to carry a torch and light them?
I'm carrying it, not lighting.
I'll light one.
Light it.
I will have
I'll
one
light
lit.
one.
Have one lit. Luca?
Yeah.
would suggest only maybe most two lit in the part. We don't need three, I don't think.
So
I
Have one
a
at front and one at back, though, I would
I
assume.
actually have two. I have a spare because I grabbed one down in the basement of the temple as well.
Yep.
So I'm not going to light either one right now.
Okay. So lit torches right now are Krappa, Sigmund, Luca, yes or no?
I won't light mine then.
Okay.
But I think Odo's going to be walking in the darkest part up front, though.
I'll be pushing
All
the limits.
There you go. Appreciate it.
So, gentlemen, as the five of you take on this task, the magistrate looks at you and goes, "Oh, good. It's very, very, very appreciated. As I mentioned, the town will absolutely take care of this. We will also be taking care of your lodgings at what inn are you at this point? Assuming you're at an inn.
What's the
journey's end.
You're going to make me
Yeah,
look at
like
my
Kyle's
notes.
idea.
I'm going to make you look at your notes.
We're at the journey's
After
end.
his end.
We're at the
Thank
journey's
you.
end.
oh,
I like
it-
Kyle's idea, though. We can upgrade to the Ritz.
The journey's end is a good choice. We will make sure that we send word along and that we will absorb your tab for your beds and your rooms for the duration of the Schaffenfest for you taking this task on, just as a courtesy payment, as a thank you.
Also, I don't want to push too much, but Krappa's meals get quite expensive sometimes.
You see as he tries to compose himself before he says something inappropriate, he goes, "Understand. We will discuss a potential discount to the meal package at the journey's end for you with the proprietor."
they
I'm
have
gonna nudge
packages.
Krappa a little.
Meal,
Hear that?
meal packages.
So with this, the magistrate looks and goes, "We will sort out the food and drink upon your return. We'll make sure that you are made whole. But seriously, if the goblin is on the run, we must get this task on the way. I will have." And he snaps a couple times, and one of the halberdiers, one of the state guards, comes out and he goes, "You will be escorted to the closest entrance to the sewers. Please keep in mind that there are only sporadic entrances, so try not to get lost. We will not be super able to send people after you, so let's try not to lose you as well. But that being said, we will get you down actually very close to where you're staying, near the crossed pikes at one of the other inns and near the barracks, just south of the journey's end, and we'll get you into the sewers there. That should be closest to where you said this creature entered the wall, so that should get you on the right path."
Yeah, one last thing.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a net or a cage of some kind?
I believe we could probably, and Dr. Malthusius goes, I can provide you one of them. We got one of them nets right here. He
Last
starts
thing.
happening. Yes, sir.
Do any of us have a piece of chalk, perhaps?
I did.
You have a piece of chalk? For the sewers, we can line, whatever.
Do I still have a piece of chalk? I think I gave mine to Wolfhard before he died.
Oh, no. Add that to the things that are not surviving.
So it's dust
I
now?
don't. No, I have a writing kit.
Oh, I do have a chalk. Maybe I went and bought one after. Or I just forgot to remove it from my inventory. I couldn't
I
tell
think
you
if you
which.
gave it to anyone, we would give it to Otto. You definitely did not give it to Wolfhard.
I did, because you were about to go down without me. I remember. And I was like, hey, here's this chalk in case you need to mark your way. Either way, chalk's like super cheap, so.
Yeah. So you guys are handed a net by Gotree, the dwarf that works for Malthusius. And you are also then basically provided what you...
Is it a weighted net?
I'm sorry, I said Gotree, I meant Grooney. It's not weighted, it's just a net.
Just not.
Malthusius doesn't have a weighted net, he just has a net to hand off. But I said Gotree, I meant Grooney. Grooney hands you the net. And Malthusius, again, just kind of goes... I would mightily appreciate it if you do the best you can to keep him alive. I understand, again, Mr. Burkhart, your concerns of if he goes lunging for your neck. Absolutely, your safety is paramount. But that creature is my livelihood, and I would greatly appreciate if you took all concerns that you could.
Does he have a name?
Yeah, we just called him Three Legs.
Does he have a name he likes?
I don't know about you, but I don't speak Goblin.
3 legs.
He seems to like chicken legs, raw chicken, actually just any kind of raw meat in general. That's about all we got. Anyway, best of luck. And the halberdier's like, can we get this show on the fucking road?
Is there a butcher on
Watch
the way?
your language.
The halberdier looks at you and goes, sure, brother, sure. Krappa, as you ask about that, Richter goes, there is a butcher, but however, it is they're probably closed. You could try. You might have a better chance in the Schaffenfest if somebody has not yet closed up their tent.
We have a writ?
You do. It is also, what hour is it anyway? And somebody goes, it's pushing 9 bells. It's also almost evening for everyone.
I think also the Schaffenfest is probably 4x the cost of meat, I would assume, by now.
Richter pauses and he goes, Somebody go round up something for these 5, please. And one of the halberdiers, you see him go, fine. And he just like says fine under his breath.
We are in a rush.
He walks out the door. 5 minutes go by. Richter's just kind of like sitting above you guys at the pulpit, just kind of like...
These men, they do not crave success.
This is the medieval version of, if you want me to use my phone for work, you're going to need to pay for my phone plan.
Absolutely true. It takes about 10 minutes, and the guard comes back, and he has a bucket of pig guts. He goes,
Ooh.
How's this? Malthusius goes, I mean, he'll mighty right eat those, absolutely. Yeah, he goes ham for pig guts, no pun intended.
All right, I'll carry the pig guts.
All right.
Well, perfect. And the halberdier goes, right, can we please get this show on the road? And he's like, just kind of like sitting there and standing obnoxiously, like annoyed and frustrated. And Richter goes, Ren, you will get off work when they have made it to the sewers and you have come back to issue your report. Then you may go drinking with your friends. For now, get them to the sewers. Yes, Magistrate, of course. Gentlemen, please follow me. As the dogs howl at the Schaffenfest, a hound chases you through the festival, chasing after the bucket of pig guts that Krappa carries as you guys make your way through the festival grounds into that main eastern gate back into Bogenhafen. The guard, who you now know is Ren. Ren takes you south along one of the main roads until you find yourselves passing past the Journey's End Inn. And as you continue down, passing the Nolnervag, passing the Journey's End, passing some of the guilds like the Jewelers Guild and even the Toyberg, you find yourself outside the Tailor and Weavers Guild to the east of the Alden Ring. And as you see that, he continues on just a bit further and says, okay, this right here, and he takes you down about another half block, halfway along the high walled space that is the Alden Ring, the Adel Ring, the richest part of Bogenhafen, the prestigious, like top 5% of people who live there, all the main trading families, all the main organizations. And so he pushes you down, walking with you about halfway down that path. And he stops. And he stands above a manhole cover, just a big plate of steel, like a big circular plate of steel, reaches down, grasps one edge, and pulls it open with a thunk into the mud on the other side. Right. This right here is the manhole. There's another entrance about a mile to the north and about 3 others throughout the city. So try not to get lost.
Looking down the hole, is there a ladder?
There is a ladder. It is 12 feet down to the bottom. There's a ladder bolted into the wall to the east of the hole, kind of along the wall that you came in from the Schaffenfest. The dark is all-encompassing. The rancid stench of human effluence and wastewater punches you in the nose. If any of you have ever had a P-trap go dry on a shower or a sink and you get that straight sewage smell, it is that.
Smelly
Lovely.
but livable.
Smelly but livable. Not ideal. As you kind of lean over and Berkey, as you're looking at the ladder, you hear the faint trickle of running water. Not like a creek or a river, but almost like a little babbling stream of like rainwater, kind of. And Ren looks to y'all and goes, all right, well, we'll come back and check here in a few hours if you're not back. And Sigmar bless each and every one of you. Good luck.
Sigmar bless you.
Thank you, brother. Good luck. I'm gonna go make my report then. And he heads off.
So I'm sure you are just waiting to get down into the sewer. So by all means, you can go first if you would like.
Why, thank you, sir.
Of course. I know you love to get into the action.
And I do. He's going to start climbing down.
Okay, Otto goes first. I do need a marching order.
I'll go right after him.
I'll go after those two since I got the bait and a light.
I'll say we probably want a martial character on the back end as well.
So me or you? One of
Yeah.
Which do you want, Otto? I assume you want the front, but
I'd take the front, yeah.
Okay.
But you're probably the better tracker, so actually, if anything, maybe you better off in the front.
I have a decent outdoor survival skill, if that's what you mean, but I don't have track.
Well, you're also just a bounty hunter, so just from your career, so...
Yeah, it's fine. I can go in front. I don't care.
Believe me, Otto wants to go first, but...
Brother,
Okay, so
Brother
Berkey.
Otto, perhaps you should bring up the rear in case anything chaotic tries to sneak up on us.
At the mention of that, I was going to get very bright-eyed, be like, oh yes, I will do this. And he starts looking around happily.
Okay.
Also, did we just get the one net, and who has it?
Currently, Otto asked for it, so he would probably have it.
Then I would give it to Berkey if he wants it.
Okay, and it's just a basic net. I had to make a new
Just
item
a basic
in the
net.
foundry, so...
I'll be happy to hold up the middle for you guys.
So Luca's
Big important
middle.
job.
I will go one after Luca, ahead of Otto.
Okay, so Krappa, it's Berkey. Krappa, Luca, Sigmund, Otto. And
Now-
Sigmund and Krappa have torches lit, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I do a quick cursory glance at everybody's equipment and make sure everybody's belts are strapped on and like everybody has a rope with them and that everybody has a decent weapon of some kind.
Okay. Does
I do
everybody
not
have a
have a
rope and a
rope.
weapon?
I have a weapon.
I have no rope.
I do not have a rope.
I do not have a rope either.
You sons of
wait.
bitches.
You and your fucking
I was just
rope.
thinking the same thing.
Oh, me and my fucking rope, eh?
I pull out my Rambo knife.
So none of you have a rope?
No.
Oh my god.
Rope is not as ubiquitous as D&D, brother.
I'm a man
Here's when I'm
of
in the party.
law.
Yeah, what does he mean?
okay.
Well,
I look around.
unless you're executioner too.
Who's dead center?
Dead center is Luca.
Okay.
I look at Luca. You guys really need to take some accountability, and I'm gonna hand you one of my 2 ropes.
Okay, Luca, you
I
have
was
a
just
rope.
gonna say, maybe you should show us your rope then. Here it is.
All right, so Berkey and Luca have ropes. Krappa and Sigmund have lit torches. Otto, you're in the back. Sword and hammer? Or hammer and shield, I mean?
Hammer and
Are
shield.
we like daisy chaining this rope or what?
No, just in case we need it to like get the fuck out of here or something.
Okay,
You never
I
know.
wasn't sure if you were like putting
We
us
could
on a
daisy
leash
chain
here
it.
or what. We could
Might not be a bad idea, especially if something happens in the dark. But
kind of all hold on to a piece of it as we go.
We're like third graders going to gym class.
Yeah.
Basically.
Or in case one of us like starts to fall into the sewer water.
Do you have that
Yes.
cool parachute we can all do too?
Ooh.
So as the 5 of you make your way down into the sewer, you find yourself into one of what is known as Bogenhafen's major sewer lines. It is a 11-foot wide, 12-foot wide sewer tunnel. Somewhere between 10 and 12 feet. You can use your imagination. From where you stand, you're on a 3-foot wide walkway. Across 5 feet of liquid effluence is another walkway. The ceiling, as I said, you're dropping almost 12 feet. The ceiling is about 10 feet above you to the top of the sewer, but 12 feet from the street. So there's a little bit of land between the street and the sewer, which makes sense. You don't want the sewer to be right below street level. You want a little bit of earth compactness, etc. The channel itself is what is creating that faint watery noise, because as your torches light and touch the water, you see the brownish greenish filth flowing very slowly. Little eddies and swirling things. And as the torches hit the water, a pair of beady red eyes look at you, and a rat goes and squirrels off through the water away. The actual space is dank. The walls are coated in grime and almost like a slimy algaic moss. Like it's kind of like algae, kind of like moss. You're not really sure. You can see on the walls where the water level has risen to the point of being above your heads. So the sewers themselves are built for catastrophic, potentially rainfall. And it's pretty safe to assume that if the thunderstorm hits, this water level is going to rise quickly. As you come down to the bottom, you have 2 choices. You can go to your right or your left. For the sake of directions, you guys have a base option. This is the only time I'm going to tell you all directions. When you come down the ladder, to your right would be going to the northeast, back towards the gate of the Schaffenfest where you started. To the left would be to the southwest, towards the southern walls of Bogenhafen. Beyond that, for me to help you with directions, we're going to need navigation and other checks, because none of y'all are subterranean dwellers who have the aptitude to just know this.
because I can't play my dwarf.
Sorry, brother. You didn't roll a dwarf.
As we're going into this, are we able to determine where the actual grate that the goblin went through is in relation to where we're coming down?
Hard to tell exactly, but I can say safely that you all would have caught the gist that where you walked past to get to where you are, you would have walked past where in the wall that grate was. So it would be, in this case, to your northeast, back the way that you had already walked along the street.
So we're gonna probably want to head that direction.
Okay.
You could head
Go
that
ahead,
direction.
Berkey. Start tracking.
Now, the last thing before I let you guys cut loose and tell you to go that way, as you guys step down as well, there's a secondary channel off to your left. Smaller, tighter. It's what would probably be called a minor sewer. It's about 5 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and sewage water is just pouring out of it. But it's pretty safe to assume that there are many of these that pump liquid refuse and other waste into this sewer to create the total flow.
Where is that one coming in?
That is directly, when you come down the ladder, directly to your left.
Is it accessible for us?
Yeah, you'd have to, the water is not 5 feet tall. The water is just running like around your feet. You'd have to kind
But
of
there's
hunch
no
to
walkway?
walk. There's no walkway. It is just a 5 foot tunnel.
Which direction is the water flowing once it reaches the main tunnel?
Once it reaches the main tunnel, the water is currently flowing to your right.
Okay, so it's flowing towards Schaffenfest.
Seems that way.
Okay. Well, suppose we should head this way. Plug your noses.
Which way is this way?
To the right, I assume.
Okay. The 5 of you step down and begin to walk along this 3 foot wide path. It is easy enough to do as long as you are at a walking pace. If you attempt to go faster, it will get difficult. It will potentially get dangerous because
I would say we just
the
walk in.
walkway is slick. You can feel that as you're walking. The walkway is slick with old effluents. And I use the word effluence because there is no better word to describe what is flowing next to you on your left as you walk.
What about shit? Is shit a better word?
It's poopy.
It's not. The thing is, it's not just shit, which is why effluence is the better word.
It's shit and.
It's shit and. It is shit and.
Yeah, it's plural.
All right.
As you walk down this path and you begin to head that way, very quickly you come up to another channel across the
Effluence River.
another sewer. Across the Effluence River, there's another sewer channel coming in, another pipe that comes into the space. I'm going to tell you guys as you hit spaces, and if you don't tell me you're turning, I'm going to walk you until you hit a major junction.
Okay, so when you say that there's another one, this is another inbound coming from
left or right?
Your left across the water.
Yeah,
Across the way.
we took
So
a
the thing
right,
about-
and we're on the right side of the
Yes.
channel.
The thing that you guys can get the gist of just by looking around without having to know medieval engineering or war or any like that, you're walking along the main flow.
Mm-hmm.
Things are pouring into the space you're on.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad.
Yes, sir.
If I were to just kind of scoop my foot back and forth on the floor underneath me,
Yeah.
what kind of, I guess, is it taking enough material away that I can tell, like, if I'm trying to track a creature,
Okay.
can I tell if it would be leaving certain types of prints here? Like, is there enough grime on it that
Sure.
I could tell? Okay.
Sure. So you take your foot and you scrape it back and forth, and you peel away about 1/8 of an inch that rolls up into like a rolling muck of mud, of probably old shit and piss. Yeah.
Okay, so it's even like it's real thick. We're not touching the concrete. We almost have a layer
thick.
of
Not real thick.
damn
Like
near
you-
soil on it.
Well, an eighth of
Imagine-
an inch is pretty thick. So
That's pretty thick for
Well,
on
if you're
top of-
rolling your foot back and forth, it rolls up into 1/8 of an inch. It's not an 1/8 of an inch on
okay,
either
okay,
side
I
of the
got you.
foot. Imagine like
Okay.
think about like a brick walkway.
Yeah.
It's a little dirt, like muddy, and you scrape your foot and you all of a sudden see the brick. It's like that. The brick is visible. The stone is visible, but if you scrape your foot,
It's like a film.
It rolls up. Yeah, it's like a film.
So I would assume we could see skittering marks, things like that, and also with the moss
Potentially.
on the wall, we should be able to see if something brushed past it. Or so I'm just going to be paying special attention to
Okay.
the wall specifically to see if there's any disturbances in the moss. And I'm
Do you have
guessing
track?
by the time no, I don't.
no one in the party has track, I don't think.
Okay.
But by the time these guys have already walked, I'm assuming I'm not going to pick up any tracks because they're going to be walking through them. So
Luca, with calling that out, give me a perception, and I'll call it a difficult -10.
fair enough. I'm not a tracker, but I'm smart enough to know prints get left behind.
You're asking for the right thing, so let's see if you can figure it out.
-10.
Yep, -10.
Oh,
Oh God.
Here we
Okay,
go.
with
yeah,
this,
that's about right.
with this being session 32, you guys did just get Fate 2 sessions ago. Or I'm sorry,
31.
31.
That was
you got,
31.
You got Fate last session.
80 over
Do you want
26.
to use a
Gross.
Fate point or a
Yeah.
Fortune point?
Yeah, I'll use a fortune. Why
Okay,
not?
use a fortune
This seems important.
80 over 26 is very bad.
Yeah.
That's really bad. I mean, 26 is
26 is hard.
plus 0.
There you go.
21 under
Okay,
26.
all right. So Fortune for a 21 over 26.
That was very
under
fortunate.
26. Plus 0. Okay, I will keep that in note. That is in play for the entirety of the time that you're in the sewers.
I as will say, as we're going, I'm paying particular attention to what's coming behind us, and if I hear anything or see anything, I'm not so much paying as part where we're going. It's what may be coming up behind us.
Perfect. Otto, give me a perception. I will call yours a challenging plus 0 because you're looking for something and listening for something different. $59 over 34. Okay. Do you want to use a fortune point or do you want to keep it?
I'll keep it. That's
Okay,
fine.
-2. Okay. And Burkhart, since you are going first, I would like you to give me a perception at a challenging plus 0 as well, please.
Sure. Just want to touch on that fortune thing you said. You said we got it back last session. I don't think that's
Should have. You got it every.
true.
We would have gotten it at the start of the session. It was session 28 we started at.
Okay.
Oh,
what I
that's
thought.
right. It'll be next session.
I was
Next
going to
session.
say I'm missing
Next
a fortune from something. So.
No, that's my bad. That's my. I'm looking at my notes and I didn't write it down, and that would be because
I know we
wrote it.
we were spending a lot of fortune trying to get Wolfheart's items.
Yes,
That's where my
you did burn a lot.
went.
Okay. And you said it's difficult
Yes.
also?
Yours will be a challenging +0.
Okay.
I apologize. I was thinking every 4 in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, we're like, you were just an even number, but that was 28. All right, -1. Do you want to keep it or do you want to change it?
56 over 42.
I can always just bump it to 1 success level.
You could just bump it 1 success level if you want to use a fortune, but you don't have to.
I'm going to leave it for now.
Okay, -1 it is.
Not the time. Especially now that Luca's looking around.
Okay. So, as the 5 of you begin to make your way through this space, you, again, on your left is what appears to, I'm going to call it a minor sewer, just for the sake of brevity so you guys understand. On your left, across the effluents, is a minor sewer that is pouring into the major sewer. Would you like to continue on, or do you want to cross and look at it?
What are these crossings looking like?
There is no crossing. There is no bridge.
Okay, then I'm going straight ahead.
Nope.
Fuck that.
Okay. Just I'm gonna every time, so the way I'm gonna play this, I have a map of the sewers. The GM has a map of the sewers.
Sure.
For anybody listening along at home, if you have a GM in Bogenhafen, we have a map. I will not show you that map. So I'm going to do the best I can to verbalize what you see and where every junction is while I track where you are to give you guys options. And if you tell me you want to jump or you want to go this, I'm going to do it. But otherwise, we're okay. So you not jumping over the effluents, continuing on. It didn't go well for you the last time we played Enemy in Shadows 2 years ago. But up ahead, about another 5 minutes down the road. And at this point, you've been in the sewer for almost a half hour, walking along this channel. Continuing
half an hour?
About a half hour, walking along this channel, continuing straight. You pass by on the left again, across the effluents, another minor sewer pouring into this major sewer that you're a part of. Would you like to cross or continue on?
Imagine we keep going.
Yeah, we're not.
How long did it take us to get to that first crossing?
First crossing from where you, so walking from the Schaffenfest to the sewers was 20 minutes. Down into the sewers and then to where you were at the first crossing was another 10. That was your 30-minute mark. From that mark to here is about another 5, maybe 6 minutes.
So we've been in the sewer 16 minutes.
You've been in the sewers about 15, 16 minutes.
Okay.
And with all those timestamps, best guesstimate of our party when we line up with that spot where they saw the goblin go in. Are we past that, would we say?
I will say, with none of you having track, I will say all of you give me a quick intelligence check. Just straight up intelligence. It'll be a challenging +0.
Dick.
Sorry, brother.
Oh, shit.
That's initiative.
4 under 29.
Okay, Otto.
How do I... There we go.
85 over... I'm sorry.
Dumbest
Yeah,
fuck.
85 over
98
30.
over 27.
We're all idiots.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got...
We're in a
Otto
sewer
with
looking for a goblin.
We got Otto with a 4 under a 29, Berkey with an 85 over 30, Sigmund with a 50 over 45, Kroppa with a 51 over 35, and Luca with a 98 over 27. So the 4 of you, Kroppa, to your point, you feel like you might be getting close. And as you kind of start looking around, you're looking around like, okay, where's the sewer grate? Where's the sewer grate? You hear Otto. Otto, you recognize that you're not even halfway there. You haven't even backtracked far enough along the main road that you were on to reach where the sewer grate was.
So can I ask why that wasn't navigation?
Because you're not actually attempting to navigate a space. You're attempting to discern the distance between 2 spaces. If you want to roll navigation instead, I would allow that.
I do.
Okay, roll navigation.
+1.
All right, so Berkey, you have the same theory as Otto.
I
You
would
guys are nowhere?
argue reconciling a known distance versus a guesstimate would really be a haggle check. But
It does seem like a fellowship kind of thing.
Your haggle is almost, it almost works on me, but no. So Berkey, with navigation, I'll allow it. The main reason I didn't go navigation is because you're trying to discern above ground versus below ground versus multiple differential points. And it basically, you're trying to do basic geometry, maybe trigonometry of angles and
But based on
degrees
a
and such.
map.
You don't have a map.
Internal map in the head.
It's in
Map.
his head.
Hence the intelligence. That said,
Berkey,
I'll allow
would you
the
like me
navigation.
to draw you a map?
I think
could.
Justin's drawing a map.
I am.
It's Justin. He's at. They're both
You didn't
drawing
say
maps.
we can't draw maps.
I did not say that. I actually would prefer if you did. It's going to help you. So, for the sake of your argument, Berkey, Otto, you both recognize that you guys are not even halfway to the point where this creature would have entered the sewers.
I'm mentioning it to the pirates that we're halfway there. We're
okay. I'm assuming that means you're not jumping the effluents, correct?
No.
Okay, you reach a major intersection 5 minutes later. You've been in the sewers for 20 minutes. This major intersection is a major sewer going both left and straight. The water is now flowing from you, like in the direction you're facing from your left, towards you from ahead of you, and it's combining to go down this left avenue. So you have a major sewer that is creating a T-junction. The sewer water is flowing towards you from where you're facing,
heading
towards you
left.
from behind you, and it's combining at the central point and heading to the left.
So it's coming in from the right and then joining at a Y to the left.
It is a T intersection. You are on the bottom half of the T-arm.
Gotcha.
The water on your left is flowing to the T-arm and then veering left. The water ahead of you is flowing to that junction and flowing left. And it's almost like, if you look at the camera real quick, the water's doing this.
Yeah, I hear you.
The translation here is no matter what we do, we have to cross this stream. So who's going?
Yeah, that's not accurate.
No, we
can
can just go straight.
We could
go
turn
straight,
right.
I think.
We could turn right and then go up toward.
There's
We
no
are on a
right.
T.
You guys are facing straight.
We are here.
You are
The
here.
water's coming down. Water's going up and going this way.
Yep.
You are below my
So
fingers.
we are on the T.
So the right that I'm talking about is straight. Got it.
Correct.
Straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. That
Again,
logically,
we have
yes.
to cross the stream. So what he's. We'll see.
So the question becomes, do you want to go left or do you want to go straight? Otto, Berkey, with your roles, you both recognize the sewer grate where the goblin came in is not here yet. You're not quite there yet.
How long did it take us to walk to here? You said 5 minutes?
Another 5 minutes. You've been in the sewer for 20.
Okay, so 10 minutes for the first one and then 5 minutes for the second one, another 5 minutes to here. Got it.
Correct. There have been 3 left turns of the sewers. 2 minor. This is a major since you first entered at the entrance, at the
Nothing
manhole
has
cover.
Nothing has come from the right side yet.
There is no right side. You are either facing
Right.
Oh, yes, correct.
So
There have
nothing
been-
has come from that side. There's
There
been no.
would have been behind where you entered. I was saying it was to your left,
Oh,
but it was
okay.
from the
Yeah.
right side
Yeah.
wall.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the only one so far.
Okay.
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 I kind of glance back, kind of give a shrug.
Keep going straight.
All right. Straight it is.
And let me get an idea
Somebody's
of this gap again.
child
We
is
got
causing an earthquake, and I don't know whose it is.
Dude,
that's
me.
That's Crappa's tummy grumbling.
Papa gets the whiff of sewer water and his stomach just goes boom, 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 boom.
This sewer is 11 to 12 foot wide. There's a 3-foot walkway on both sides, meaning
Correct.
the river of
Shit.
unspeakables is roughly
5 feet across.
feet wide. Okay.
Correct.
Ugh. Okay.
Okay.
As we're walking, at
Yes,
just
sir.
kind of a point of, I'm wondering, is there any hooks or anything like above the center of the effluence river? Anything that we
Smooth.
could like hook a rope onto? I guess in Indiana Jones,
Smooth
this shit.
stone. Nasty smooth stone.
Terrible.
Can you at least say stone?
Stone. It's smooth stone. Dwarven
by the
made.
dwarves. All right.
Actually, is a dwarven made sewer.
Ooh, it's pretty.
Fun fact. Spoiler alert.
It's kind of shitty, honestly.
So, you have the left or the straight? Are you guys continuing straight?
Going straight.
We're going straight.
Okay. You don't hit another cross minor sewer for the next almost 20 minutes.
3 minutes.
After 20 minutes, you arrive at what appears to be almost like a cistern. It's a literal pool of shit surrounded by the walkway goes in a circle. Now, here's the nice thing. To your right at this point is a minor sewer channel with a little bit of moonlight shining into a broken grate.
Perfect.
This walkway does go in a circle where it reaches this minor sewer, which is, again, a 5-foot sewer. And then there's a little bit of a jump. There's no walkway there. Because the sewer connects to the walkway, and then there's a little bit of a jump to get to the next part. But the walkway does go in a circle here.
Okay, so the walkway is in the cistern. It's like a cul-de-sac in the sewer, basically.
Kind of like a cul-de-sac in the sewer.
You said up to the right is the grate with broken moonlight coming through.
Correct. Coming through a very short minor sewer, which obviously, the way it's angled, the way it's set, people are probably literally dumping their own refuse in a bucket down these grates, and rainwater comes down here.
I feel obligated to ask, even though I'm pretty sure you're giving this to us. It appears to us to be the grate that the goblin went down into, correct?
Based on Otto and Berkey rolling the way they did, correct. If they hadn't rolled that, I would tell you I can't tell you that.
And that effluence is coming down in, and it's a very small...
There's no effluence coming
just
down.
Water.
That grate is dry right now.
You said I would have to jump somewhere. Where am I having to jump?
So the walkway creates that cul-de-sac.
Yep.
The minor sewer, anytime a sewer connects, the walkway ends.
Yeah.
Got it.
So there's a gap.
To cross the minor sewer, there is a gap to the next stretch of walkway.
Where's the minor sewer?
To your right, along the walkway you're on. So the walkway comes up.
That's the grate?
Creates a circle. There's a minor sewer to the right, which goes to the grate.
Okay, that's what I'm
It's dry. It's not even wet.
Okay.
Then
so we're talking like a 2-foot gap then, basically?
Still 5 feet. All minor sewers are 5 feet.
But it's dry.
But it's dry.
Oh, that's right, because they don't have the walkways. My bad. Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm highlighting that to tell y'all, whenever I tell you guys that there's a minor sewer, the walkway's going to end.
How deep is it? How deep is the drop?
From where? From the
so
grate
if I'm
to where
on
you
the
are?
Yeah, if I'm on the walkway and it ends because the minor sewer's coming through, you said it's dry. How deep down is that drop to continue on the walkway?
Oh, because the minor sewer cuts through the walkway and the walkway ends.
Yes.
I will say that it just drops about 1.5 feet.
Okay, so we're talking.
Like a thick step down.
We would assume that these minor intersections are only 18 to 24 inches deep of shit coming past. Then
maybe.
Based on what I'm seeing.
Based on what you're seeing right here? Yes.
Okay.
But again, it is a 5-foot diameter pipe.
Yeah, sure. But this one's dry. So I say, let's go.
And if you look up to the right of it, this one's a sharp angle up. So it's like the grate is there, and then it's almost like a 45-degree angle. So this was very obviously just the edge of the sewer.
Okay. I'm going to go over that and then go walk around the cul-de-sac.
Okay. Luca, with your successful +0 perception, as you look down, as the torches light, and you being in the middle between two torches, as you step into the dry sewer to continue along, I'm just letting Berkey lead, so if you guys ever want to change what you're doing, tell me. As you guys begin to walk your way around the edge, at your feet, there's a very strange, dried, reddish, sticky substance that looks like dried blood on that lower piece that you're stepping across.
Berkey.
Yeah.
This looks like your area of expertise. I see there is a drop of what appears to be blood.
Y'all keep saying that, but all right, I'll take a look. Maybe give it a little
taste.
Don't
make me track. I'm a traveler. Take a taste of shit blood. You now have the flux.
No, I
did my bit.
I'll kneel down as if I have the track skill, even though I absolutely don't, and I'll take a look at it and then try and spot any other spots that look the same in the direction.
So the spot of blood that you see is very close to the edge of the sewer, as if the creature bled there and ended up in the water.
Ew.
However, given your +0 and the fact that you pointed out that blood, across the water, at the edge of the other walkway, there is a scrabble mark where the film has been pulled away a bit, and there's a little smear of shitty blood on the edge of the walkway over there.
Just before we walk away, I do want to make a point to look up the dry path here just to make sure he didn't drop anything.
The goblin?
Yes.
No.
I know he probably doesn't have anything. I just want to make sure
I'm not... cloth with a manacle on his ankle.
Just making sure I say that I checked.
There's nothing there.
I want to... and I guess it really wouldn't matter. I was going to say I want to listen for the manacle clanking against his chain, but we would have heard it on the way through if that was going to be a
perception
thing.
Checks, I would have told you. That said, with all of these perception checks, and at this point, Krappa and Sigmund, I need you to roll again for a perception check. A voice, Berkey, Otto, Luca, Krappa, you still don't hear it. I don't know what you're distracted by, Krappa, but you don't hear it.
Let's go, Sigmund.
Oh, okay.
What would you be distracted by that you're missing this voice that everyone else is about to hear?
This smell, me carrying a bucket of inedible bullshit.
Tummy growling.
Sigmund.
The hem of my robe looking ass.
So Sigmund, Berkey, Otto, Luca. Only Luca hears this, and so Berkey and Otto, with your negatives, you don't hear this at all. But Sigmund, you do. And you and Krappa got to reroll because of where you stand with the... Oh, no, Krappa doesn't have a torch. Yeah, he does.
I do.
Yeah, he does. So, yeah, you two get to hear this. So, Sigmund, you hear this. And Luca, because you're in between them, you're going to faintly hear this. But, Sigmund, a voice seems to whisper up at you from the walls, from the floor, from the water. And it just slithers into your mind. You hear a voice go, I'm waiting for you.
Is this any different than the voices that I normally hear throughout my day?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless Luca is secretly crazy, yes.
He's not secretly crazy. He's
Luca,
crazy.
Sigmund, I want you both to give me a quick intelligence check. And this will be at a difficult negative 10. Hard negative 10, excuse me.
Dude, it's difficult enough without the negative.
Yeah, I know. But I want it.
Minus, okay.
Yeah, okay. We are where we are. With both of you rolling a negative 3, we are where we are. You hear that voice. Luca, you faintly hear it, but Sigmund, it was aimed at you.
Otto doesn't hear it?
Nope.
It's probably a good thing I didn't hear it.
Otto doesn't hear it. Berkey doesn't hear it. Krappa doesn't hear it.
Do I get the sense that it is coming from in the river of unmentionables?
It appears to be coming from either the river or the walls or the ceiling. You look around and you're throwing torchlight everywhere and you can't really see where it could be coming from if it wasn't something in the water.
I'm going to look back at Otto and say, hey, if you didn't hear that, whatever we're chasing down here knows where we are, I think, and is waiting for us.
What?
Quick question, because we saw the goblin most likely crawl up the other side. Would he have thought it was coming from the goblin, or if it would be coming from something else?
Even with a +3 perception roll, he can't tell.
Okay.
I guess I'll look back at Sigmund. Wait, you heard something as well?
Yeah. So you heard it too.
I thought maybe it was just in my mind, but if you heard it too, I'm going to start looking around very suspiciously.
I was looking around as well and come up to him and say, what did you guys hear? And he's looking around trying to hear stuff or see if anything.
Well, I didn't realize that goblins could speak in a tongue we understand.
Normally they don't.
I understood what was spoken to me.
I look back at him.
Are you sure it was the goblin?
Are you guys going the way of
don't know.
Wolfhot and telling me that you saw a bunch of rat men now?
Don't get me started. The rat men are real.
See anything
You
I
keep saying
heard.
those crazy things, Berkey. One day, it's going to become... Never mind.
I literally looked at them in the eyes. They are beast men from below the depths of the city. It's very terrifying.
I put a hand on Luca to steady him, and grief does crazy things to us all.
Yes,
I'm going to walk around the cul-de-sac and I'm going to shake my head at him. We have business to attend to. And I'm going to go over to the Scrabble marks on the other side and kind of examine them.
Okay,
Feeling like our
Scrabble
tough
marks.
guy has gotten ahead a bit, I'm going to scurry behind him.
To get to the Scrabble marks, I want to point this out. You're on a cul-de-sac. To your right was the minor sewer
And
inn.
walk around the outside.
To your left, before you walk around the outside, there's another major sewer. So you're going to walk around the outside. You're still going to hit a jump.
So it's a cul-de-sac that goes into like a 90.
So it's not a cul-de-sac. Got it.
Yeah, it's not.
It does have a roundabout, which allows
That's
you
not
to
a cul-de-sac. That's a corner.
I don't know how else to describe a circular path that connects to two different sewers.
It's
but
a
you
corner.
still have to jump a sewer. I guess it
turns.
is a corner.
It's a corner with a big pool in the center.
We can say it's a
Sure,
cul-de-sac and a
with
corner.
pool.
We'll win.
It's a corner with a pool in the center. How's that?
Is the effluence running to the circle from the left turn?
From your leftmost turn, it would run away from the circle as well.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody have a stick?
No.
How long's my
I didn't
sword,
even have
Brad?
rope.
About 30 inches, probably. It's
Standard sword?
I would assume it's 20,
I assume.
28
it's a
to
regular
35
sword.
inches.
It's not a short sword or a long sword, so yeah, probably.
So it's
Can we
all
say-
inches.
So everything's collecting in the circle and running away from the circle.
There is the circle appears to be a cistern, like a hold,
Sure.
and it is running away from it in both directions. We
Okay.
don't really know exactly where fluid from this space would be going, unless
Okay.
it was coming out of the pipe to your right that's dry currently.
Actually, a javelin would be a little longer.
Than a sword, absolutely.
Let me say 36 to 40 inches.
Sure.
So I'm going to dip my javelin into the main shit creek.
Okay. You take the
How
javelin.
far do I get?
You press the javelin down. How far are you willing to go?
I will go to just before my fingertips.
You don't hit anything.
Yeah,
Okay.
gross. Fuck. The entire wall of this tunnel is all stone too. It's not. There's not like any railings or anything like that on the other side.
No. And
No
sewers.
doors.
Sewers in the Empire, dwarven sewers were built to be tight, concise, effective, and efficient. There's no extraneous pieces.
Okay.
So
And just to understand, the markings for the other blood is on the other side, going
Yes.
down that pathway left, but it's on the opposite side of
To
the walk
reiterate,
side.
if you are facing straight ahead at this cul-de-sac, as we've called it, to the right is the broken grate that comes down into this space.
Mhm.
To the left is another flow of water going away.
Large flow.
Large flow, major sewer. Across the current river of shit in the middle, that 5-foot actual channel in the middle, is the scrabble marks and continued blood trail of the goblin, which, if you look at it, so let's say you take a 90-degree turn left, you put the minor sewer to your back, you put the next major sewer directly in front of you, and you put where you've come from to your left.
Mm-hmm.
The blood trail that you have identified, thanks to Luca, is across the water, going back the direction you came.
Okay.
Oh, it's coming back the way we came.
Correct. On the other walkway.
Okay.
Okay.
I think we have the means to cross this.
Yes, we do. I'm going to. Shit.
You're going to
This is
shit.
the perfect place to shit.
It is the perfect
You're
place to
gonna
do it.
shit.
if you gotta go.
I'm checking how
I
heavy
tell
my
you what,
stuff
Berkey.
is.
I tell you what. Well, you think about how you're going to cross this river of shit, and you think
Nope, he
about the
knows. Don't do
shitty
it.
situation.
Don't do it. He knows.
No.
He knows.
And you think about just how shitty this situation
I'm
is.
gonna jet propel myself with a fart across. Tune in
Are you
next
Daniel
time.
Radcliffe?
I tell you what, we'll see if you can fart your way across this path next time on the Grimdark Chronicles. So thank you so much for joining us. This is Dead Sons Company. This is the Grimdark Chronicles, episode 31. Thank you to our neighbors from the north and our sponsors for the entire show, darkforgemedia.com. They've made our amazing intro video and done some really great work in the past. They also do a lot of really cool stuff for Cubicle 7. So they're also really cool people. They're really cool people. It's very true. Thank you as well to Baron Dice. Again, if you need dice like I do, or like most of these guys do based on their rolls tonight, head over to barondice.com. Use the code DEADSONS to check out. Get 5% off your order. If you like what you heard, please consider liking and subscribing on YouTube. If you really like what you heard and you want to support us over on Patreon, go to patreon.com/DeadSonsCompany. And at the end of it all, if you go to deadsonsco.com, you can find our website, all of our really cool stuff, access to Mothership, Grimdark Chronicles, The Tainted Hive Season 1, The Tainted Hive Season 2, Daggerheart, every review we've ever written, etc., etc., etc. Now, gentlemen, you thought I forgot about you, didn't you?
I was
Each
waiting.
of you are going to get 20 experience for today
Hell yeah.
for completing the last portion of Enemy in Shadows, excuse me. So each of you are going to get 10 experience for freeing the dwarf a couple episodes ago and getting him released from his prison. Each of you will also get 10 experience for taking on the task of recapturing the goblin that you failed to capture as it ran through the Schaffenfest. So 20 experience each. And with that, we will pick up next time with episode 32 of the Grimdark Chronicles. Thanks so much.